What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got a Beyblade Burst GT unboxing being Zwei Longinus Drake Spiral Dash Metsu. This is a Beyblade that I feel has been missing from my GT collection for a long time. I'm a really big fan of GT. It's probably my favorite Burst season, and this is just sort of an essential piece to any GT collection. So, on the side here of the box, this is the character who uses it in the anime, and I thought it was really interesting seeing him for the first time and seeing him using Longinus, because this is not the the usual Longinus owner. If you've seen any other season of the Burst show, then you know that just as much as I do. But I liked him. I personally, I didn't hate him as much as other people did, and that was sort of a big thing that they did in GT, where they just had other characters using existing Beyblades. Like, they had a new guy for Fafnir, they had a new guy for Bahamut, etc. So I thought he was really interesting. On the back here, this little section just goes over all of the parts, which I will get into. There's the stats and explains the GT layer system. Then on this side, it's just a top-down view of Zwei Longinus, and then we're back to the front. There's not much on this box to really talk about like others, and I kind of like that, because that means I can just get straight into opening the box, which I'm about to do. So this is the part of the video where I remind you guys to always be safe with scissors. It's very serious business. I haven't opened a GT booster in a while, so this is a little confusing to mess around with the packaging. And the person I bought this off of definitely added a lot more tape to the box, but I believe it's open now. So there it is. And that opens right up, and that slides out. Nothing else in there. Very convenient packaging. I like the way they have it all just like that. This is everything that it comes with. And this, this kind of feels like a random booster, actually, with the way these parts are packaged. I don't think I've opened like a non-random booster Burst package in a hot minute, now that I think about it. So I don't remember it being, all black plastic like this. I'll have to go back to my Lucifer the End video, actually, because I did unbox that on the channel last summer. But I don't remember it being in black plastic like this. That's really interesting. But it is still Zwei. So I'm going to go over all the parts now. Starting up with a layer, this is Zwei Longinus Metsu. This is a left spin attack layer, as you could probably tell from the shape, and if you know anything about Longinus, then you already know. But it's got these two huge upper blades here. This is a very sharp, very aggressive angle. And the word Zwei actually means two in German, or Deutsch, so it makes sense that, all of the focus would be into these two huge, heavy metal blades, because these are metal dragon heads here. Not like the contact point here, this is just silver plastic, but this is all metal backing. So that's pretty cool. I don't think these two blades do very much. They do seem like they'd make a decent amount of contact, but I can't imagine it's like detrimental, because these are still pretty aggressively shaped anyway. And it being a GT layer, it obviously comes with the layer base, the layer weight, and the chip. So the chip, Longinus, it's not totally new to my collection, because I have tacked Longinus, but it's very nice. It has these just gigantic, thick teeth that don't click easily. Damn it. It's a very burst-resistant chip. It works very well in left spin combos. I like it a lot. The layer weight, Metsu, has, again, these 2 points. It's not, like, fully filled out like a bunch of other GT layer weights are, but it's very fitting for Zwei, because it does line up almost perfectly, if not perfectly, with the two metal dragon heads on the layer base. So that's pretty sweet. To my memory, or to my knowledge, just like stock, this is a really effective attack layer. I know some people really like to use this on Diabolos 1. Some people will opt to put in a heavier layer weight. But as far as I know, the Longinus chip does work really well on Zwei. So there's not much that needs to change here, if anything even needs to change in the first place. Next up is the disc, Drake, and this is the disc that messages kids inappropriately. But no, the main like function of this disc is that it's supposed to line up with Longinus, with the Zwei base, and it does that decently, I guess. It's not like very flush, like this has, you know, an overhang and it goes down while everything else up here goes up. So it's not like an extra layer of contact per se. It's also just not, you know, wide enough to really act as an extra layer of contact. But the, you know, heavier weighted pieces, the metal here, do line up with the dragon heads on the layer base. So I assume it's supposed to be like an Excalibur situation where at like half clicks, it aligns and it's supposed to, you know, attack more powerfully. As far as I know, it doesn't really work, and Drake feels very light. I feel like I'd be better off using this on like Blitz or Sting or, you know, other, maybe Vanguard, but like just other, you know, disc options from GT would work better on this. Moving on is Spiral Dash, and it's Spiral Dash. This is another driver I already have in my collection. I have both Spiral and Spiral Dash, and this is my second copy of Spiral Dash. It's probably not the worst attack driver, but it's certainly not the best. I've heard people apparently like to use this on Imperial, which I'll have to try out because I do have Imperial somewhere. I don't know. I don't see it. It does exactly what the name says. It spirals. There's no control to this thing. You can't really flower it. It's just a wide, loud, aggressive plastic tip. So, I don't know. It looks nice. It's a cool, you know, callback to Lost Longinus because that Spiral was the driver for that. But it's not, you know, really a... it wouldn't be my first choice for Longinus, is what I'm trying to say. But putting that together, that is, again, that is a tight lock. It generally has 2 clicks, while most burst Beyblades have, I think it's 3 or 4. But it's solid. This is solid. Very aggressive, very mean. Like this feels like what Longinus was supposed to be. I like this a lot. So now, I'm going to get the stickers out of here. And these seem like, never mind. I was gonna say they seem like pretty minimal stickers, but like this is 2 stickers right here. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy putting these on, but who knows? I'll find out, and I'll be right back with you guys. And there it is with all of the stickers on it, and I was right. These stickers fucking sucked. Particularly these orange ones on the metal dragon heads here, which I know are gonna fall off after like 10 battles. But it does look amazing as of now, so I'm just gonna hold this up for the camera, let it soak in, enjoy the moment while I have it. But no, this looks beautiful, and I think I've gone over everything, just about. So I will see you at my stadium for a test spin. Alright, I got out my DB stadium for this, since I don't think it would do well in a BB10, which is what I usually use. But I've got Zwei Longinus, and I'm just going to see how it does with a test spin in 3, 2, 1. So it's about as expected, given that it's on, you know, Spiral Dash. But it's looking pretty cool so far. I'm really excited to do some testing with Zwei, and maybe with Drake. Maybe I can find a good use for Drake. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for watching to the end. Have a great day.